We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. Our ceremonial sauce comes courtesy of Roger Dams of Burn Your Tongue, cleverly not so hidden in the Quilted Bear in the Newgate Mall in Ogden, Utah. We raise our flames to Roger. The hallowed shelves of Burn Your Tongue now hold over 700 sauces, making Burn Your Tongue one of the largest sauce purveyors anywhere. If you're a chili head, you must make the pilgrimage. You can also find Roger on Facebook at the link in the description below. And what this is Hell's Kitchen. Habanero Mango Salvation Artisan Hot Sauce. And they call it for pizza, tacos, grilled chicken, fish. And I suspect it'd probably be pretty solid on pizza. Tacos would be interesting. I've not tried it on tacos. I think if I get a chance, I'm going to. And there's quite a bit left, so I probably will have a chance. We have fish. Fish. Fish, I don't know that I really loved it that much, but grilled chicken, too, is kind of a little back and forth for me. But so here it is. It is 3 out of 6 heat. And this, of course, is from Hell's Kitchen, New York. And so let's just do a little shaking here. You can see it does pour fairly fast. It's not one of the thicker ones. There is little bits of habanero in there. But so just opening that, I can really smell the garlic. This is a very, very heavily garlicked sauce. So, and we can see here it's this. It's almost a tropical color to me. It's got this very light brown, yellowish color to it. I mean, I think it looks good. I'm not super in love with this, actually, with this hue, but there's no problem with how it looks. You can see it also levels out really, really readily. Sticks okay. It sticks okay to food. Very garlic forward. And then we have a little solid hint of the habaneros. A little sweetness from the mango and the honey. I'm not pulling a whole lot of carrots or lime out of this. Maybe very, very slightly. There is a little bit of astringency. But this is a sauce that has actually taken me a while to come to terms with. And I'm still not quite. It's just. I go back and forth. I like garlic, but when I'm looking at a hot sauce, I don't like intensely. It's something that I'm liking less, that much forward with garlic. And that's, I think, just a personal preference. But if they're really, really intensely garlic, then to me, moving away from hot sauce a little. Part of the issue had to do with the early part of this, the neck, was almost straight garlic. This one, as I get it in and I can agitate it a lot better, I am starting to, says there's no emulsifiers, anthem gums or anything, but I am starting to get a better mix of the mango with the habanero, with the garlic. And I'm actually quite a lot happier with this sauce then. One other thing of note, I forgot to show you guys on the label, and this might be of interest only to me, but this is about a teaspoon, and one of those teaspoons they're listing is 10 calories, which I think is fascinating. Most of the time when you look at labels, you just see a bunch of zeros, which I think is kind of funny because obviously there's calories in a lot of hot sauces. Not so much the Louisiana style, but a lot of the other ones. There is a calorie, very, very negligible, but I think that's kind of interesting. You rarely ever see it at that low of a number, and I think most of them just probably don't bother. So, grilling season in full swing, and what we have here is a piece of, this is a salt and pepper. I went with the salt and pepper thigh. So that's what this is. Now, I have mentioned this in some of the other videos, what I do. I did paprika chicken in one of the other ones. Lemon and pepper, to me, is too much of a dominant taste. It's just a really hard flavor to pair things with, I think, because it's its own flavor. So with that one, I don't do that. But usually what I'll do is I will pull it. If I can get them skinless, then I'll get them skinless. In this case, I just made it skinless. And what I'll do is this one I salt and peppered both sides. Here's how much I'm putting on there for a dipping sauce. So I salt and peppered both sides and let it sit for probably about an hour. And then I grilled it at a really low temperature. I might do that with the rest of these from now on. I go back and forth. But I really wanted to kind of have as neutral of a base as I possibly could for the sauce. And that, of course, is why I might be doing that, during grilling season anyway, going forward. So I mentioned I didn't really like this sauce on fish or chicken. And I think I'm still kind of sticking with that. I think I'm expecting more sweetness than there is. That's why I do both. That's why I do the spoon with the sauce blades. Else. And then when I have the sauce with food, because oftentimes they'll play completely differently. This one definitely is. It's one of the few sauces I prefer. So I prefer it solo than having it with this chicken. So I'm really interested to try it with pizza and with tacos. Now, I have gone through somewhat of a diet shift at the time I'm filming this. And I don't really eat either of those two things a lot anymore. So that one I just might have to do. I might have to either make a special exception so I can try it with some tacos and pizza, but that's the big challenge I've had over the life of this blog is hot sauces go so well with fatty foods. And when I get on a diet that moves away from that, it's hard to use some of these sauces without having that as a base. You don't sit around watching a movie, you just whip out a bottle of sauce and consume it, right? Well, nobody I know does anyway. I mean, Johnny Scoville might. Anyone that's not him, I don't think that they would be inclined to do that most of the time. And I don't know that he would either. I guess this has turned into more of a mukbang than a commentary on the sauce, but this sauce is really just okay in this setting. I don't love it. Honestly, I probably will never have it again like this. When I look at the fridge cleanup like I do every month before I do when I do the wing things, I always see some sauces in there that they don't get used super fast. Like the Guindo's Honey Habanero, I tore through that. Like that was a sauce that I was trying to find stuff to try it on just because I loved it so much. I think you need to have a sauce in there. You open up the door and you're like, oh, I want to use that. It's really good. This is not one of those sauces, however. So I'll probably test on tacos and pizza. If it works there, then I might keep it around and use through it. But it's hard to fit into things. It will be in the quarter 2 wing thing though, so you can check it out there in action as well. But it's an interesting take on the habanero mango, but it just varies so wildly how it comes across with the different food types. So word of the wise, definitely when they say shake well, they mean it. But there you have it. The Hell's Kitchen Habanero Mango Salvation. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.